So when I was a kid, we lived in the suburbs with my mom, and my dad lived in the city, and my grandma, my great grandma, lived in the city. But we was always in the city. Like most of my memories are in the city. And so when my mom was heavily into her addiction, we would always be at my grandma's house, my great grandma's house. And I remember that it would be my grandma, my two uncles, my mother, and my auntie, and my grandma's boyfriend, all getting high together. And they all would be, would go out, get their drugs, come back in the house, go in the room, and they all would come out looking for drugs on the floor because they was high, or lips was moving. I had an uncle that would throw up in this 5-gallon bucket, and it was disgusting, and I could smell it, and it was the worst fucking smell you would ever smell in your life. And he did it every time he got high. And it was hard being a sensitive child in that family, in my family, seeing them destroy their lives. You know, the world was built around finding money so that they can find the drugs, so they can get high and do it all over again. And that was their life. And then, or it was arguing and fighting about drugs and money, and nobody had the capacity to care about the kids. And so us kids were just running around playing, being kids. But I was sitting there stressing out about my mama, about the family, because I knew that everything would get worse. That somebody would be arguing, somebody would be fighting, somebody would be going to jail, somebody would be going to the hospital, somebody get beat up, jumped on. It was always some chaos. It was always something going on all the time. I don't think there was ever a dull moment. If it was, we knew it was gonna be some shit that was coming soon, because it couldn't be too peaceful for too long. And I remember this one memory where they would go up to the attic, but it was like a apartment kinda, and I laid next to that door crying because I just knew that that drug was destroying our family. And at the time I felt like I was the only one who cared out of the kids and then the whole family. And I told my mom that story, and she was like, and I was like, nobody tried to move me. They just let me sit by that door and cry. And then I thought about it, and I said, knowing me, I wasn't fucking moving. I wasn't going nowhere. Like, I'm finna sit here, I'm finna cry, because you finna know that I am mad as hell, and I am in pain, and I am hurting, and you gonna see these tears, and you gonna hear me, and yeah, you gonna know that what you are doing is affecting me. And my mom was like, we tried to get you away from the door. I said, I know. And I know I wasn't trying to go nowhere.